Hey YouTubers, I'm Jacob, and this is episode 3 of Dream Garage, how to transform your garage from an ordinary garage to a professional looking shop. And in this episode, we'll be covering priming and painting the walls and ceiling to give it that professional finished look. We already had our drywaller out. He taped and finished everything for us, textured the ceiling. We added our structure for our hoist so we can hoist the top off our Bronco. And now we are finally ready to paint. So we will go on and tape everything off and prepare the space, remove the cover plates, all that. And we're not using any drop cloths because we plan on power washing the garage floor when we're done so we can get it ready for the epoxy paint job afterwards. That'll be our episode 4 of Dream Garage. So don't forget to subscribe to the channel to follow along. All right, I've included the product links that I'm using in the description below. So make sure to click on those and check them out. All right, let's get right into it.
Here's a list of materials and tools you will need to complete this project. Prepare your garage for painting. Clear the space, sweep the walls, remove outlet and switch covers, tape and cover the trim, baseboards, and unistrut structure.
We are about ready to paint our garage. I think I have drywall in my hair. I just swept the walls after our drywall guy was complete with sanding. The walls were just really dusty, so just finished sweeping and we're about to paint. Fortunately, Jacob and I are decent painters and we don't need to hire this out. I mean, it's really easy. It'll all be the same color, so it should be a fairly quick paint job. However, we learned that with fresh drywall, you have to apply 2 coats of primer and then a couple coats of actual paint. And that's because the drywall will just immediately soak up that primer. So if you're painting over like fresh drywall, 2 coats of primer is a must.
It also allows the paper on the drywall to be a paintable surface. Once you get primer on it there, then it's ready to accept paint.
Yeah.
Otherwise you'll have trouble with it.
I'm really excited. Our garage is shaping up. We paid the drywaller $2,200 to do the walls and the ceiling, and then we'll paint. And then once we're done painting, we'll epoxy our own floor, our garage floor. We could pay somebody, what, $5,000 to do an epoxy job, but you can buy this kit online on Amazon, and it's like $150, and that's what we bought. So we're gonna try it.
Rust-Oleum product.
Let's do it.
What happened?
It's hard painting above, looking up, and I'm a sloppy painter anyways.
Good thing you're wearing safety glasses.
I was wearing safety glasses.
I had paint get in my mouth
I
too.
got a drip of paint in my eye, and that's when I was like, I need glasses.
I need glasses
Right,
too.
This is exhausting. And we've only done this little bit. Just this part of the ceiling. Woo!
Looks a lot better though.
Only 4 more coats to get.
Since our 20-year-old garage has never been painted, I'm only able to make one pass with the roller before the wall has soaked up all the primer. This coat took quite some time.
Well, we got the first coat of primer in, but you can still see some of the stains coming through, so we'll definitely need another coat of primer. Hopefully we don't need kills to get rid of those stains. Here's a little trick of mine. If you're painting over several days, you can save your rollers and reuse them. You can pop them off into a bag and put them in a fridge. So I'm gonna put it in a mini fridge in our basement, and then we'll be able to reuse these rollers a couple of times throughout the week, rather than throwing them away and starting fresh each time. Because if you let them dry, they're just gonna allow the pieces to break off in your paint next time. So this will at least like prolong its use. I just undo them, and instead of removing them from the handles, I'll just throw them in the bag whole. They'll be ready for tomorrow. pretty easy little trick we learned from our friend Tim Hill.
Day 2 of our garage. It looks great in here, I'm not gonna lie. But yesterday it took us 6 hours to do one coat on all the walls and the ceiling. Before we got started, we thought it would only take us one day to do about 4 or 5 coats on the whole garage. No, that was not the case. We are sore, right, Jacob?
Yeah.
I am so sore. My whole body is sore. Jacob's whole body is sore. It's definitely been a good workout, and it's gonna look amazing when we're done. I know it. Slow process. Day 2.
The second coat of primer is going on much easier this time.
This is all we have left after another coat.
Today wasn't as bad as yesterday. It took us 3/4 of the time maybe than it did yesterday. It's amazing what paint can do to any living space. It's really cool seeing the transformation. I broke our fan, so we're using our contractor fan that we keep in our camper, the battery powered DeWalt fan. This thing is legit. This thing moves so much more air around, it feels amazing.
Save our asses.
It did save our asses. Whew.
Because it's hot.
Day 2, and we're taking a break. We'll pick it back up tomorrow.
Yeah. Start the paint.
Maybe.
A third coat of primer where the stains are. We'll see.
Yeah, we'll see. Day 3 of our garage transformation. We've done 2 coats of primer. Our drywall in the garage it was from 1996 when our house was built, and it had never been treated or painted, and I'm pretty sure we're the 3rd owners, but I'm pretty sure like the 2 former owners probably smoked in the garage. We can see just streaks of stains coming through this primer on the drywall. Unfortunately, I was really hoping that the 2 coats of primer would take care of that, but we can still see it. Pretty big. So we went and bought Kills, which we were hoping we wouldn't have to use this. We're just gonna do some roll-on spot painting of the Kills in hopes that it takes care of the problem. Sorry, we live right by an airport, the main airport in Kansas City. We'll see, I'm really hoping this Kills stuff works here, I'll show you. Kills.
When rolling, I like to load the roller up with paint, then start at the top of the wall and make long even strokes down and up the wall in a W shape. I also like to backtrack and overlap paint as I work my way down the ceiling or wall for a nice even coat.
Post-interview.
I can't believe how incredible Kills is. We did the Kills Premiere 3 to cover up the stains, and it has done an incredible job. We just didn't have enough to totally finish the garage.
It's drying so you can see the flashing. What do you think?
It turned out really good.
Should we go for a Bronco ride?
Sure.
Go celebrate a little celebratory Bronco ride?
Let's do it.
So different. Jacob's working hard, and I'm sitting here watching all the progress that he's doing.
Just cut in.
I did just cut in, which is exhausting, but yeah. It's fun watching this come together, this transformation.
Well, the power washing was definitely needed to be able to get all that paint and just everything off of the concrete floor, but unfortunately some of the paint did come off with the tape just on a few walls for some reason. Maybe it just got a little wet, I'm not sure. Maybe it wasn't totally dry because I did just do the second coat yesterday. But the floor looks so much better. Unfortunately, there's some areas where the spray kind of sprayed some dirt up on the walls, so I'm gonna try wiping those off, cleaning them off. Overall, I'm glad I power washed, but it kind of was a pain doing all the prep work and just making sure that I didn't damage my paint job. And unfortunately, I did in a few spots. So let's see if we can get these wiped up and cleaned off.
I chose a satin paint to allow the surfaces to be wiped down and cleaned more easily with a damp rag. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel to watch the next episode of Dream Garage, where we prepare and epoxy our garage floor. Thanks for watching.